This is the tale of the handsome young man. Once upon a time there was a handsome young man. He was tall and slender with a head full of hair. He loved all things from bathing with wild animals to playing with some of the most ferocious beasts to have ever walked the earth. It was believed he was a master strategist who had impeccable fashion sense. As with all stories, the handsome young man eventually found himself captivated by a beautiful young woman. Her beauty knew no bounds and could not be put into words. It was as if she came from the heavens just for him. The beautiful young woman enjoyed entertainment with friends, but most importantly she enjoyed taming the most fiercest of creatures to inhabit the globe. Over the decades of happiness they intertwined their lives and did everything together. They joined the army, they toppled kingdoms, attended the most extravagant parties, and travelled the world together, taming mythical creatures far and wide. Eventually the handsome young man and the beautiful young woman got married, and all their family and friends gathered together in celebration. The handsome young man could not have been happier, and he loved the beautiful young woman just as much as the day they met. After many more years of continuing their happy lives across continents and remote islands, taming many beasts, the handsome young man didn't notice that something sinister was changing inside the beautiful young woman. She began doing unspeakable things to him. She hired mercenaries to attack the handsome young man, and then she accepted tokens of affection from the mercenaries. She consorted with witches and began practicing merciless spells. Eventually she locked him up, made him eat only bugs, and left her most savage beast to keep the handsome young man imprisoned. While he was in prison, subject to the most brutal torture, the beautiful young woman continued to travel the world visiting exotic places in search of the bigger beasts to tame, while only eating the finest of meals. Meanwhile, the handsome young man prepared to battle his way out of his imprisonment. He called for his champions to aid him in his quest. Once the champions arrived, the savage beast was no match and soon surrendered, only to join the champions to assist the handsome young man's quest for the beautiful young woman. The handsome young man and his three champions battled bravely against the creatures and mercenaries.
Not very much. Go. Stay there.
Champions prevailed, but it was not without its costs. The handsome young man was wounded, but even worse, his three champions gave their lives to free him. Heartbroken, the handsome young man was at rock bottom. He wandered from tavern to tavern, travelling the wilderness alone in search of the beautiful young woman. Despite everything, he still could not stop thinking about how much he loved her. 9 months after, the beautiful young woman came back carrying a new baby girl. The handsome young man was so happy to have the beautiful young woman back, he could not stop smiling. As he looked down at the new baby girl for the first time, she gave him the middle finger. And it didn't stop there. Over the years, no matter how much he cared for the new baby girl, she continued to deprive him of food, claim everything as her own, not only chase him around the house, but terrorise him through the markets as well. She destroyed everything she came into contact with. One morning the handsome young man saw something. It was only a glimmer. Was this seemingly innocent new baby girl secretly the most terrifying creature to inhabit the earth?